Hey y'all. Hello, beautiful people. Y'all, I only have about an hour, y'all. So I'm gonna try to get as much in as I possibly can. Thank y'all for coming to this channel. Hit the like on your way in. I know this is short notice, but I really honestly um I wasn't gonna go live tonight. I wasn't. I was like, you know what? I went live twice today. I'm a just but then I said no. You got to do it even when you don't want to do it. This is when you really need to do it. When you really don't want to do it. I had gave myself some excuses, honey. Oh Lord, man, let me put my headphones in, honey. Let me make sure that my Bluetooth is on so y'all can hear me better. Let me turn it off on my phone. Off. All right, so y'all can hear me better. Let me turn my Bluetooth on. Finally catching one of your lives. Thanks for keeping it rocking. Thank you. I'm really glad that I am live tonight because I promise y'all, after everything I did today, child, I'm mad I didn't get paid, honey, for everything I did today, honey. But it is what it is. It was things I needed to get done to make my life easier, and I'm glad that I got it done. And I'm glad that I'm still here with y'all. So listen, you guys, let me check these headphones real quick. Can y'all hear me? Can you still hear me pretty good, sis? Let me check this sound and make sure that everything is good with the sound. Yep, everything good, honey. Okay. So yes, you guys. I'm glad that I did come. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all doing pretty good. Like I said, I only want to be live for about maybe an hour, right? But the reason that I am not only pushing myself because y'all know we on the mission over here. So if you want to help the family out and help us get where we need to be, make sure that you put in a one in the chat every 30 to 60 seconds. That's just letting people know in the algorithm that we here, we active, we are engaging, and we are all on the same page. And that's letting me know that everything is moving good and fine. Just like earlier today, if you were in the live and you saw people put twos in the chat, that's what let me know that the live was freezing. So make sure that you do that. But it is one thing that I want to say when it comes to like the housekeeping stuff. I really don't have much to say, but to make sure that you put in a one in the chat. But I went to my auntie chat today, and when I came in the chat, it just made me feel so good because she was just like, you finally made it. You got your 1,000. I'm proud of you. And I really, really, really appreciate her, like, because she helped me out from day one. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about my auntie Sugar Love, aka Sugar Love, but I call her Auntie Sugar. And I just want to give her a shout out and shout out to you for being there for me from day one, no matter what I went through. She always answered the phone. She always texted me back. She walked me through everything I needed to do to get started on YouTube, StreamYard, everything. So, Auntie Sugar Love, I'll never forget, girl. I will never forget. And I want you to know that I appreciate you because I am here before you today because she walked me through how you do StreamYard. You know, back at that time, thank you, girl. Thank you. Shout out to Auntie Sugar. At that time, I was not with it. I had did an interview with somebody and everything, and my interview was on another channel and I could have put it on my channel, but I didn't know how to work StreamYard. I didn't know how to do the things that I know how to do now. So I just want to thank her for that because I was not gonna do it. We was on the phone and she was like, do this, do this, do this, and I'm here. So thank you for that. Now, as far as what we're doing today, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys because this is for the people who love Krishan, who thinks that Krishan does no wrong, who thinks that we're probably bullying her and that we're wrong. Did y'all see the picture? Did y'all see the thumbnail? Anybody see the thumbnail? I want to know what y'all think about the thumbnail real quick. First off, what do y'all think about the thumbnail? Can y'all tell that that's Ronnie, and then that's the baby, and then that's Blueface son, I believe, on the other side? Can y'all tell that? Like, did y'all take a look at the thumbnail before y'all came in? Because if you didn't, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick. I know it's a way I can do that, honey. Let me see. Mm, it's probably this one. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Oh, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. Hold on, y'all. I wonder if it's probably not gonna show the whole thing though. Yeah. Can y'all see the picture? Can y'all see the picture? Let me go to the comments. Can y'all see the picture? Put a one in it. Hey, baby. Love you, Cash. Hey, baby. I'm so proud of you. And you need to go get to sleep because you know what you got to do tomorrow. And I know you're going to do great at it because you're more than prepared. You know what I'm saying? Your mom, been working with you since before you could even talk, honey. So I know you're going to do great, baby. I love you too. You have a good night, okay? And I'm gonna call you in the morning because I want to talk to you before you go and do what you gotta do tomorrow. I'm so proud of him, y'all. You was? Call me, baby. Call my phone. You didn't call my phone real quick. Do y'all see the do y'all hold up. Okay. Okay, I see it. Now, y'all see that Javon is right here. The baby is in the middle. On the other side, that is Ronnie. Hold on real quick, y'all. Is do Cash got your phone? He said he was sick. It said Reggie Bennett. Where he at? No, no. I'm calling you because I'm trying to see if this is really him in the chat. No, I'm trying to see is he. Listen, listen. I'm on live right now, and he's in the chat saying he was sick. That's why I'm calling you. Okay. Well, that's fine. He just. I know that. I know that. I'm calling you because I'm live, and he just put in the chat I was sick. So no, it's okay if he said if he. I know, but I know. Right. Yeah. Yeah. He good, y'all. I'm on the phone with his daddy right now. I just wanted to check and make sure. But tell him, let me talk to him real quick. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I know. All right. Tell him to call me real quick before he go to bed. Okay. Okay. All right. I know, Shell. Can y'all hear me? I had to I had to check on my baby, honey. You okay, baby? Your, you feel better? Your daddy said you just didn't feel good when you had got home, but you feel better now. I see you for the number 10, baby. Are you excited about your test tomorrow? Me too. Me too. I know you don't gonna do great, but I want you to get some sleep. I know you're excited about it, but I want you to put your game down and get some sleep so that you'll be well rested in the morning. Yes, I do know a song called Young Young. You know a song? How did it go? No, I haven't heard of that parody yet. But listen, baby, I'm on live. I love you so much. But for one, it's a grown people live. So I don't want you to be in the live tonight, okay? I want you to go to sleep, get some sleep. I know you done took a bath at 8. And I will call you in the morning before you. Matter of fact, you going to Waffle House in the morning before you go to school, right? With your daddy. I know he said I do that every Friday, but tomorrow you're gonna do it before your test. Yep. So I'm gonna call you while you're out there, okay? I love you. All right. Good night. Okay, y'all. Girl, my bad, girl. My bad, girl. But yes, Shell, you see? Cass said he loved y'all, but I had to get my baby out the chat. He was in the bed. His daddy didn't even know he had seen me live, but he got his own phone, so he had to go and tell him to get out the chat, honey. But y'all, I can't wait to tell y'all. I gotta wait until it's actually done. Like I gotta wait until he actually do it and everything. I gotta wait, right? Where am I at? I should be back. I should be back now. I should be back. There I go. There I go. All right, y'all. I had to stop, you know what I'm saying, and check on the baby, you know what I'm saying? I got two babies, not one baby. So y'all see RJ all the time. But Cash at his daddy house for right now. So if you know, you know. So I want to tell y'all about it, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. But it's some good things happening for both of my kids. I love them so much. Let me focus. Focus, Alexis. All right. So, Shell, we on the same page, Shell. Can y'all hear me? So let me make sure. Because I was hitting mute too. Just in case he still wasn't feeling good and stuff, girl. I ain't know. So, okay. Y'all saw the picture. So y'all know what time it is, okay? Y'all know what time it is. Now, I'm about to show y'all this video. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I needed to know that. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate it. Kiana, I think Ronnie might take Junior away from her. He should. And that's why she doesn't want anybody to get proof. But when she get locked up, it's all right. And that's another thing. Don't you want to establish who the well, we know who it is. I mean, our eyes can see. We know who it is, right? But like, I just feel like that's so unfair. You know what I'm saying? And then Carlista already got up there on Jason Lee's show and talked about how big of a mistake it was for her to run away instead of letting the child know who his dad is. You got to think about what her and Andre are going through right now as we speak. You got to think about that. It is Andre, right? Yeah, because it's Jonathan, and then his son name is darn. What's his son name? because I get his son, I get Blueface firstborn son and Andre name mixed up. But I know Andre Javon, that's his son named Javon. Okay, so yeah. So Andre's Carlissa's son. You got to think about that. Think about how what she went through. You know what I'm saying? Wax said Blue took a test and he said it was negative. It is yes, girl, it was negative. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I wish I could stay on here longer, y'all. I really, really do. But my kid, my one of my sons got a test in the morning. The other son, I gotta get to school in the morning, everything. And I've been rushing. So I'm going to stay on as long as I can, y'all. That's why I feel she doesn't care about the baby. She only wanted to attract Blue. That's facts. That's facts. And y'all, I'm gonna watch the playback of my video from earlier because I want to know what y'all was thinking then too. But I was driving, so I couldn't look. But all right, y'all. So I got y'all up in here. Everybody hit one. Everybody hit like. We are about to finally get into this video that I want to show y'all. Now I'm gonna show the video first, and then we're gonna look at the video with Krishan that I want y'all to see. With this video, I want y'all to pay attention to what she is saying, okay? Because, like I always tell y'all, it is textbook. It is textbook things that is going on that I have seen. They both know. I think Blue is going along with it, yes, for the numbers, and he always felt bad for her. Yes, now this is the thing. I agree with you on part of that. I think Blue is going along with it, and I think he feels sorry for her. The only thing I'll say, I don't have any like anything that makes me feel like it's for the numbers, but you could be right. But I haven't thought about it in that way yet, so I would have to think about that, a little bit more tonight because I was really thinking that it's because that's just the kind of guy he is. Like Bonnie Lachey said, that he been taking care of her son, and he's still always been doing that. She just was in the background, and she came out the closet when he got locked up because she always wanted to, but she just probably didn't because she knew it would make him mad if she came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was a whole another family he was taking care of, and Bonnie wasn't making him no money no more at the Blue Girls Club. She wasn't even making him. Just the thing, neither one of them women by themselves would have made him the money by themselves. A uh it was a ensemble cast is what made the money. Okay. I don't care about no football until Junior is stable. Come on, prediction. I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just saying, okay? I'm telling y'all straight up. I agree with Shell. Okay? Me and Shell, we agree. Okay, I see. Oh, you talking about Krishan. Okay. Krishan, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Cam. What is it? Cam's? Yes, Cam. I agree. Now, y'all, I gotta get to the video, y'all. I gotta get to the video. But y'all going in. Y'all going in the chat. And I agree with y'all 100%. So what I want to do now is show y'all the video. Remember, I told y'all we got a guest speaker tonight. Well, what I was talking about was where is it? Okay, there it is. What I was talking about was a video that I wanted you guys to see. I'm sure some of the ladies in the chat probably know who I'm talking about when I say the name Dr. Romney. I'm sure you may know what I'm talking about. So this video we're gonna watch, and I want us to all pay attention. I want us to pay attention
So I always
to. Hold on.
love this when a narcissistic person rolls up and says,
Hold on,
sorry, I have to do my meditation practice.
girl. All right. I'm gonna be watching the chat from my phone. Okay. But I want to pause it. Now I know some of y'all may know who Dr. Romney is. I need to set up. Where's my tripod? Oh, yeah, when I had called Cash, I had took it off. But yes, I know that some of us may know who Dr. Romney is, right? So I want us to watch what she is saying, and keep these things in mind, okay, for what we're going to watch next. I'm not going to interrupt her because this video is, oh Lord, it's 55 minutes. All right, so we're going to cut this video in half. I thought it was 25 minutes, but we're going to go about 20-25 minutes, and then we'll pause the video and then go on to something else, and then we can finish the video tomorrow. But let's start right now. It's some key things that I want us to talk about, and then we're gonna go and I'm gonna show the dum dums, the creshanimals. I'm gonna show them what I'm gonna show it to them because you can't. Some people you can't tell. Some people you really need to show. This is a doctor. Okay, she knows what she's talking about, and she has the license. Okay, to point these things out for anybody who may feel like you know I'm not saying she a narcissist, but I'm saying it's some things, some textbook things that doctors would agree. Remember that? Remember me saying that, y'all? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Dr. Romney. Go ahead.
And I'm practicing mindfulness. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, the number of people you hurt every day is what I'm thinking. Really? I actually, though, I've got to be honest with you. I got to sometimes want to scream when everyone marches out mindfulness as the cure all, as the answer to everything. Let's talk about this thing called mirroring. So let's start by asking or reflecting on, do you know why so many of you have fallen in love with narcissists or stayed in those relationships for such a long time? Because you believe they loved you and saw you like nobody has ever seen you before. Why do you keep going back to the narcissists in your lives? Because at some point in time, it felt like they got you, or at the very least, they know what makes you tick and they push at those pressure points. How were they so astute? How did they know how to get to you? Because they are the masters of mirroring. First of all, why do
Hey,
we look
y'all.
into mirrors? We look into mirrors to see ourselves. It's not something we could do without a mirror or a photograph. An accurate mirror reflects back our face and our body. We may not always like what we see, but a
Remember
mirror
me
is
saying
just that.
memory,
It's merely
mirroring.
a reflection. Psychological mirroring is a different game. When someone
It's a
mirrors
different
us,
game.
they are doing a range of things. They may mimic us, emulate us, be interested in us, share our interests, try to be like us, point out our strengths, gently point out our weaknesses, and simply reflect us back. Healthy mirroring involves a person who sees us accurately and who allows us to see them accurately. It is safe, it is reciprocal, it is honest, and it is kind. People can point out our flaws in compassionate ways, and having those sorts of holistic mirrors leave us feeling safe, no more than you would want to look into an actual glass mirror and see a more distorted version of yourself that hides your physical imperfections. It may be nice for a moment, but then there is an emptiness and a wondering, what do I really look like? So let's talk about narcissistic mirroring because that's a whole other game. Narcissists are masters at mirroring, and it can be really aggravating. It goes back to the point that obviously narcissists must have something in them that resembles empathy because they are able to look out at themselves long enough to see our weaknesses and our sadnesses and our vulnerabilities and actually mirror them back to us.
And this is what can get us confused. This is what can get us confused when you teeter in your mind, just like we'll use, for example, the lady who said, "Who the f did I marry?" This is where you go back and forth in your mind because you're confused because they're coming off as empathetic. They can be or seem to be. They can play or make you think that they're being empathetic. Blue, you don't get the credit you deserve. She know that that's something that he really feels like. You understand? We're gonna go. I know there is some videos that we're gonna see on here, y'all, that we might see again. And y'all might be like, man, why we seeing this again? But it's because I want to put things in context. Because some people, they're not gonna just, they so attached to this girl, and they look at her and hold her in such high regard, which they shouldn't do that with no human being anyway. They shouldn't do that with no human being at all. But they hold her in this high regard, and she got these ways of going and being around pastors and preachers that people look and hold in high regard as well. And she tricks people, and they need to know. So if y'all see me playing a video again, trust and believe it's important. Or it's one of them things where the audience want to see it again. But let's stay on what she is talking about with mirroring. I have said this, that she mirrored him because I saw what she did, and I have been learning about narcissism for years. Before it was cool and everybody was saying it, it was a couple people on YouTube that was talking about it and watching and pointing out things, and then it was doctors that were starting to come on YouTube. And so when I say something, it's not just because it's my personal opinion or personal feeling. Some of the things that I say is because I actually know, because doctors talk about it. Dr. Romney is a very, very great doctor. And she has been talking about narcissism for years, and she knows her stuff when it comes to this.
They had to be paying attention to get that, right? And if so, why aren't they paying attention anymore? The narcissistic mirroring process is less about seeing you in some meaningful way than it is about data gathering. The mirroring is often embedded.
Data gathering, okay? Keep that in your mind. Data gathering, okay? When you're telling someone how you feel about something and they're coming off as somebody who's easy to talk to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he doing, she want to do. He play football, now she want to play football. I'm gonna show y'all how she's really gonna go hard this time. And this time, if he allows her the same way he allowed her before, it is not gonna be good. He can't bump his head twice on this one. He can't take these chances. And let's take him out the picture too. It's not just him. It's the audience too. It's the audience too, because she already told everybody how she felt about them when she lost them 300,000 subscribers. She let everybody know how she felt about them, and the girls who follow her are the girls who she looked down on. She said to a lady, "You probably hate your complexion. Don't know nothing about this girl. Don't know nothing about this girl but what her picture looks like," and that's what she said. I was surprised that she still had followers after that. But let's go back to mirroring and data gathering. Remember that data gathering.
Embedded in the love bombing process. They pay so much attention to you at that time that they are learning about you quite quickly. And many people succumb to love bombing and pull back on their boundaries and open up because it does feel so good to be mirrored. They are filing all of this information away, that sad stories of your past and the way you feel about your mother and your insecurities about how you look and your appearance. They remember it all, and down the road, when they need it, they will weaponize it. For example, in an argument, knowing how traumatic your relationship with your mother was, they will throw a zinger at you like, wow, now that you're mad at me, I can see you're actually just like your mother. And even as they say that, it cuts deep and they know it. Another common dynamic in mirroring is emulation, which can look like mimicking. This can happen in close relationships and it can happen in friendships, actually. The narcissist may actually start taking on your interests, like you do CrossFit, and now all of a sudden they are into CrossFit. A friend who is mirroring may
Football. She know about the football thing. Remember, probably she talked about we wanted to play football originally. Before he wanted to be Blueface, he wanted to play football. and he was playing it since he was a kid. His mom paid for him to have private lessons and everything. So that connection with football runs deeper than people think. He's close to his 30s right now, but he's still in his 20s for one. And two, that's like a connection that he has since he was a kid. That's a form of her mirroring him because she wants to trick him. She doesn't want him to see her for who she is anymore. She wants him to see him in her so that he takes it easy on her, so that he almost like pretty much like what I'm saying is if he can see himself in her versus seeing her for who she really is, then he can have more empathy for her. You understand? He can saving her and helping her would be like saving and helping himself because he thinks he sees himself in her. But it's a mirror. It's a mirror. It's not real. You understand? It's not real. It's a mirror.
Modify her hairstyle to be a little bit more like yours, or someone might get a car like yours, or they may take a vacation to a place you are talking about. Now, this experience of emulation and mimicking can be both flattering and unsettling. While imitation may be the sincerest form of flattery, it can also feel a little bit creepy and stalky. And if you do try to call them out, they will often then project onto you that maybe you're jealous of them and accuse you of being selfish and wanting to keep them out of your life. Under those accusations, many people second guess themselves and just assume that the narcissist is so into you and so interested in you and so trying to get to know you that they just want to
Hey
become a part of
sis.
your life. And in fact, you may judge yourself negatively. Mirroring also means that they try to get to know every single detail of your life in excruciating detail: your family, your history, your preferences, your habits. And again, for most people, this seems flattering, or it's just a classical part of getting acquainted with someone. And because we often feel in our world that people are so disconnected, many people may feel that this kind of inquisition is how it should be. The issue becomes how intensive it is. Many times people are quite private and have learned to set and hold boundaries, and they may not want to push the fast forward button on getting to know someone, which is fine and it's totally appropriate. The challenge
I'm gonna tell y'all real quick how she pushed the fast forward button. In her video, she said to y'all, well, to us, she talked about how when she met Blue, and then it was this guy that was coming to her house at 2 o'clock in the morning, and she called Blue, and he came, and the guy wasn't there. But then when the guy came back, she called Blue again, and he came, and whatever happened to the guy happened to the guy. Okay, damsel in distress. Then she is doing Blue Girls Club. I don't know which one of those things was before or after, right? But she's doing Blue Girls Club, and when everybody goes home, she finds a way to stay. She finds a way to stay. She didn't want to go home. She said she didn't have a place to live. So they let her stay in the house. Everybody else went home, but she was latching on at that point. She was latching on. She had been watching him those 3 weeks. Those 3 weeks. Now, at the end of the day, that's 21 days that from day one, we saw her from day one in Blue Girls Club, how she was trying to just watch him, and we said she was being thirsty and everything. She was watching him close, doing what he wanted or what he liked or what she heard from him that he liked, paying very, very close attention to him to make herself stand out. Just like she said with Jaden when Jaden walked in, she said, "Oh, I f- with you, I f- with you." Like, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with you. I respect you." But she was really looking behind Jaden as she was saying that to see who was on Jaden's side in the room, who was with Jaden. That's what she do in real life, and it's not a personal thing at this point. It's not a personal thing. It's literally a pattern behavior.
Challenge is that if you are not as forthcoming as the narcissist wants you to be, as into it as they am, as they are, as part of this mirroring process, they may be put off and start using gaslighting, guilting, and shaming as ways of coercing you into sort of this mirroring dance. Mirroring is initially flattering. And the fact is, if you do have good boundaries and good instincts, and you're willing to disengage when this mirroring experience almost feels overwhelming, and then you actually choose to not engage, the narcissist is actually going to get irritable and will often then move on to new supply. The problem arises when you don't detect it early and the mirroring gets protracted over a much longer period of time and you sort of get sucked in because then the mirroring becomes part of a larger process of manipulation and control. What becomes interesting is the day that the mirror goes from light to dark. Initially, narcissists
Let's
are
talk about it.
really great at mirroring back all the wonderful things about you. It's why the love bombing phase can be so seductive and be so powerful because the mirroring is so powerful. And for the first time, many people get that sense of overwhelming and effusive praise for someone. They've never felt anything like it. There's an
That's important. The reason why that's important is because even with the interview with Jason Lee and Blueface talked about how he wanted people to not forget who he was to them in their lives. Example, let's say him and Jaden, right? He felt like because Jaden was there for the ride from since the beginning, and he changed everybody's lives, but he felt like they were forgetting that he did that for them. He felt unappreciated. Okay, he felt unappreciated. That's why if you ever paid attention to what Krishan would say in the beginning, she would be like, he slept on. He don't get his credit. He don't get his credit he deserved because he really that nigga. Because those was things that she was saying because she saw that in him, his insecurities, or either he said it or talked about it. She found things. She paid attention enough to learn things about him, to know how to get close to him, to know how to get in. Is one thing if it's genuine, but if it's not genuine and it's mirroring, it's dangerous. Now let's get into the dark side of it because this is what's important. Okay, this is what's important because everybody talks about, Blueface was really getting it throughout this whole time up until when he went to jail, really, because now he's out the way. And we saw the other day when she was in a car how she tried to still throw him under the bus, even though she living in his house. She still went back to being a victim, saying how she chilling and she could just really do what she want to do now because he in jail. You was doing that before, but not only is she trying to mirror him and get in good with him, her audience. That's why she reads the comments, and that's why she watches the videos. Because I find it very funny how we were talking about how she just went to one practice for the LFL and she never did anything again. I find that very funny that she is putting doing the football thing before solidifying who her son's dad is, which is Ronnie, and before making sure her son is healthy. I haven't seen a post op. We haven't seen another surgery. And at the end of the day, what I saw going on with that baby from the outside, not even just internal, if there's defects and things like that on the outside, you can only imagine the things and the way that the baby needs to be worked with. It needs to start now. I'm telling you, it needs to start now. It starts with children when you in that when they in your belly. It needs to start now. And one thing she definitely should have been doing is breastfeeding him. But she don't want to stay sober long enough to do that. breastfeeding him would have helped a lot as long as her breast milk was clean, but she didn't even do that while she was pregnant. So yeah, I'm glad she didn't breastfeed him because that would only probably made things worse because she wasn't gonna stop. If she ain't stopped while he was in her belly kicking and moving around, she definitely ain't gonna stop now. So what I'm saying is before the football thing, before all of these, performative things that she's been doing, she's been on a tour right now. She's on a tour and she's doing these performative things that she knows people like to see from her so that she can get everybody hooked again, so that she can play everybody again, so that she can have a retrial or an appeal, if anything. Because now she knows that we caught her. Now she knows that people are starting to see her for who she is. So now she's coming back. She's doing it again. And she's about to run a game again. And this time, she ain't going to make the same mistakes. That's why it needs to not happen because this time it's going to really be a problem if she's able to do this again. At the end of the day, just make sure the baby is good, bro. You don't got to do football and none of that. At the end of the day, if that girl was to come out and say what's really going on with Junior and let the guilt and shame go and focus on trying to figure out how she can make his life better and make him more happy, even if that means, you know, taking him to his dad and giving his dad a chance to be a dad because she's going to jail. She's going to jail. And she probably doesn't even believe that. She probably thinks that she can shake the system because she's that manipulative. Let's stay on the point though. It's about to be the dark side of mirroring. Now let's go.
There's an old African proverb that says, beware when a naked man offers you his shirt. The same kind of suspiciousness should be happening here.
It's very suspicious. Did y'all catch that? Beware when the naked man offers you his shirt. That is deep right there. That's deep right there because she does like saying that she got this, she got that, she gonna do this and she gonna do that. She told her family that she was gonna get them a apartment. We're gonna see what her living situation gonna be like, and we're gonna open up a restaurant. And you can't do that. You don't have enough money to do that, sweetie. No, but you would you want to be somebody you're not. Be yourself. Be yourself. That ain't gonna happen with her though.
The narcissist lacks a strong sense of identity. They also lack a strong sense of security. So their mirroring is at best an empty process, I guess. One day, the mirroring does go to a dark mirror. They start reflecting
Congratulations,
back all the
baby.
things that are wrong about you. Or now that they know what matters to you, they will devalue the very things that matter. They start seeing you through a pathological lens. One point they wanted to go to church with you, and now they're diminishing your faith. And at this point, you think that you would run away because now it doesn't feel good. But you don't run away. Why is that? So here's the problem, especially during the dark mirroring phase. Mirroring works because sadly, we sometimes agree with the distorted image that the narcissist sends back at us. Let's imagine that I look into the mirror. I'd expect to see black hair, brown eyes, brown skin. Now, if I looked into the mirror and I saw a person with a bald head or blonde hair or blue eyes, that would be deeply unsettling because that's not what I look like. Now, psychological mirroring is quite similar. We expect to see the truth, but we see what we expect to see. And that's where the mirroring of a narcissist gets very dangerous. They mirror back what we think may be true. So many of you grew up in homes where you received distorted.
This is important. this is important because Carlissa is coming into play now. Carlissa is coming into play now. I want y'all to think of when y'all thinking of this situation. Y'all have seen these interviews with her, and we're gonna go and look at some. But this is where Carlissa is coming into play now because now we're getting ready to start talking about childhood. Now, pay attention. She said that they mirror back what we believe. The only reason why we believe it is because it makes sense because of what we actually did go through. You understand? So basically, what I'm saying is she fought his mother in the beginning. She fought his mother in the beginning of everything. And in order to make him feel better about that, she brought up how his childhood wasn't good. His childhood wasn't this. When Jason Lee asked him about his childhood, when she was sitting on there pregnant, drinking all of that brown liquor, drinking all that cognac, I think they had Hennessy that day. Whatever it was they was drinking that Hennessy with the blue jean thing on and a braid straight backs and doing them just it was too much. But Jason Lee asked Blueface about his mom, and Krishan jumped in. See, she jumped in as if she was protecting him. She jumped in as if she was protecting him because his childhood was just so bad. Pay attention. She said they mirror things back to us that we believe. That is important. Remember the data gathering that she said in the beginning that they gather. Of course, she's not going to be supportive of, you talking to your mom again. Of course, she's not going to do that. She does not want nobody to love you to be around you because she wants you to think that she's the only one that loves you. That's what she wants you to think. That's what she needs you to think in order to get exactly what she wants and where she wants. So the data gathering came in, the mirroring that looked positive and a little clingy came in. And then it got a little bit serious, like stalkerish. Remember, Dr. Romney said that it could get a little scary, like stalkerish. Let's remember when she wrote in blood on the mirror, y'all, after she cut herself. And then she drove that truck. She took that truck and she drove that truck to Ronnie, but she didn't make it. She got stopped in Oklahoma, went to jail. Remember, stalkerish. Dr. Romney just said it can look scary. It can look stalkerish. Remember the video that I keep playing of her in his house with the police acting like she lives there, acting like she lives there, looking in drawers, knowing her clothes not in there, but acting like she lives there. That's the scary stalker weird stuff, right? And then she breaks into the house, steals the money out of his pocket, takes the G wagon, goes to Oklahoma. She crazy, but he thinks she crazy about him. He thinks that she crazy about him. And he might want to feel that type of passion because he feel like they forgot. He feel like Jaden forgot. He feel like his mom forgot, his sister, his brother, everybody who he was helping in some sort of way. He feel like they were not appreciative enough. And Krishan made him really think that they mirror in the dark side of mirroring. They mirror something that is you're going to believe, something that's easy for you to believe. And they know it's easy for you to believe on the data that they gathered in the beginning. Catch.
Distorted mirrors. You may have been ignored, which is a bit like having no mirror. You may have been criticized, like having one of those funhouse mirrors that distorts you and makes you look like you gained 200 pounds or are 10 feet tall or something. You may have only been mirrored for certain parts of yourself. And that would be a little bit like looking into a mirror that only showed half of your face. We take these distorted mirroring experiences that we had as children and we take them into our adulthoods. And as a result, sadly, we don't always run away when the mirror that another person places in front of us is distorted. You don't run away when the psychological mirror in front of you is cruel or invalidating or unkind, because after all, that's what the mirrors of the past showed you.
That's what the mirrors of the past showed you. In order for her to know that and be able to do that, he would have had to open up to her, and she knows his past. She knows his past. So she can distort things easily because she knows the information that she's gathered, the information that she needs to mirror in a dark
Now,
way.
mirroring doesn't just happen in romantic or intimate relationships, even though that's where it's most likely to happen because you're meeting someone as an adult.
Remember, I
It
said
can
she read the
absolutely happen in
comments.
professional relationships. For example, a colleague or a manager or a mentor may engage in a mirroring experience that can leave you feeling like you're being seen for your professional prowess and
Blueface was not just her boyfriend, he was her manager and her mentor.
ability and promise in a really unique manner. But just like in any intimate relationship, the mirroring may be a form of data gathering and control, figuring out your pressure points. And then that vulnerability can be used against you in the future. It may even keep you in a suboptimal work environment because you felt so heard at one time and so confused at other times. And because it doesn't have the same intense feeling as a romantic relationship, the workplace mirroring can be much more difficult to detect. One of the things that can be so aggravating about mirroring is that it does fly in the face of the narcissist's lack of empathy or limited empathy. Obviously, they do have the bandwidth to engage with your emotional world long enough to understand that they understand you and they get the intel and the data. So now they clearly have the capacity to attend to another person, but only if it fits their needs. And ultimately, selective empathy is really not empathy. So why do narcissists mirror? At one level, it gives them something to do in a relationship, and it likely gives them a feeling of control, which they are often lacking in their relationships, as well as a tool with which to potentially control you down the road. Now, remember, because narcissists aren't wired for intimacy, it isn't about true closeness and connection. Rather, it's a bit of an imitation game. And it's
Anybody who has seen Crazy in Love, you know the dynamic between her and Blue. Even when he wanted to go to the emergency room, y'all, she tried to vacuum the glass out of his head. That she went up, she broke a glass on his head, bust his head. Okay. When he said that he needed to go to the hospital, she said, for real, for that? And tried to make it seem like it ain't that serious. She literally went and got a vacuum and tried to vacuum the glass out of his head and go on with the day like it was nothing. Another thing that he said that he had a problem with is that she cannot communicate. She does not communicate well. When he tries to communicate with her, she can't communicate with him. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Oh, silly. Can y'all hear me? Okay, thank you. Linda, hold up. Hold up. Let me come over here. Let me come over here to the chat. So, wait a minute. Y'all let me know what's up. What's going on? So, did somebody come over here to say that that wasn't Ronnie in the photo that is on my screensaver? Is that what y'all saying? Is these are these facts? Is somebody saying that these are facts? Y'all let me know what's going on. Linda B, I thought that was him too. Thought that was who? Are y'all talking about the photo? The baby still look like Ronnie though. Okay, but are y'all saying that that's somebody else in the photo that I got on the Carlista made it know that her son ain't no thug and she said it to let it be known that if something happens, it's because he decided to involve himself with her. I've heard different things. The boy in the photo is someone else. Who? But did somebody just come in and say that the boy in the photo is someone else? Yes, she says it is someone else. Who said it was someone else? And are y'all talking about? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, they keep saying it's not him. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. Y'all try to keep y'all minds on what Dr. Romney just said, right? Okay, hold up, real quick, y'all. Now, to my understanding, if y'all can still hear me, I don't know if y'all can see this, but to my understanding, the young man with the plaid shirt on is Ronnie. The young man in the middle is Junior, and the young man on the other side is not Ronnie or Junior. I thought that that was a different baby. I thought that was a picture of either Blueface when he was a baby or his son. Now I'm going to take the picture back down. Okay. Now y'all know a one means that y'all agree and a two means y'all don't agree. I can't scroll up right now, sis. I need y'all to tell me what's up. That's no Ronnie. You're gonna get okay, Jamar. Okay, baby. Okay, that's a pic of a disabled boy. Okay. So that's what we're gonna get into tomorrow then. That's what we're gonna get into tomorrow. Now we're gonna continue to go on with this. Somebody sent me that in IG. Okay, yeah. Yes, all this I say up here is allegedly, period. And I'm glad that y'all said that because I've been saying that I wanted to interview Ronnie. So that's just what I'm gonna do. That's just what I'm gonna do, y'all. Me and my girls, we gonna spam Ronnie. We gonna spam Ronnie. We're gonna go to Instagram and we gonna spam Ronnie and tell him to come interview with King Lexus. Period. That's what we're gonna do. Period. That's gonna end that right there. Allegedly. That's all I got to say about it, babe. That's all I got to say about it, babe. We did that means that that's a sign that we need to talk to Ronnie. We need to talk to the source, honey, because I was not quite sure who the other young man was on this side. But when the picture was sent to me, I got a few pictures actually. When I'm about done, I'll go through the pictures with y'all. I'll let y'all see the pictures that was sent to me so that we can do that. No one is getting yes, girl. Everything is alleged, girl. I ain't thinking about that. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all continue on. We about to continue on, y'all, because I'm gonna let this go a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go to their interviews and I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna talk about the picture and everything when we interview Ronnie. That's what we're gonna do. Ronnie gonna come up in the building. Okay, he gonna come and holler at the becoming family. Okay, now back to what we were doing. Thank you, moderators. Don't forget about what I said, y'all, because I really got to do that. I'm doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yes, let's get back to Dr. Romney. Y'all continue on. Thank you so much.
It's one that can be really deceiving. At the end of the day, imitation is actually not necessarily the sincerest form of flattery. It may, in fact, be a red flag. And maybe flattery isn't a healthy.
Okay, now imitation may not be the highest form of flattery. It may be a red flag. We all have said that she want to be like Blueface. We all have said that. I remember one time in a video, and it was after the picture came out with Blueface and his two children and Jada on Christmas. Remember when they had on the matching pajamas and everything? The video that she came out with, I think she was talking to her family members, and she was like, "I had more ice on Yeah. And she was saying that she had more ice on than Blueface himself. That was the first red flag that I got because I wasn't in it like that. So it would pop in and pop out. I'll be watching academics and he'll say something about it. And then okay, boom, I see it over here on those. Okay, boom, I see this. So it was like it wasn't a thing that I was really watching. It was kind of thrown at me because it was just everywhere. Right. So when she said that she had more ice on than him and she was letting that be known, and then she's sitting there no jumper and she talking about I got 60,000 on my body. Like, girl, that's not how you talk. You talking like Blueface. You trying to be Blueface. And sometimes she said, just like she said, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery, but what if imitation is not flattery? And what if flattery is not a healthy thing in the first place? That's what she was about to say, but we'll let her finish.
Healthy place to start a relationship from anyhow. I mean, avoid that funhouse mirror that is the narcissistic relationship and focus instead on the accurate reflections that you get from your healthy relationships. It's interesting. We like to think that narcissists love looking in the mirror because they love seeing their reflection. What they're actually even better at, it's not just looking in the mirror themselves, but creating these twisted mirrors of other people. And in that way, they capitalize on our own vulnerabilities and all the sort of negative ways that we view ourselves. They keep putting back this mirror that's equal parts distortion and then the parts of us that they actually stopped and took the time to learn. Those confusing mirrors, equal parts distorted and accurate, are what can often drag us into these relationships, believing that we're understood and then wanting to fight so hard to make them understand the rest of us. The fact is, when somebody puts back something on us that is a distortion, it's on us to step away from that mirror. But that also means that we need to be more accurate mirrors of ourselves. Let's talk about the concept of
All right, boom. Okay. Now that's 14 minutes, y'all. We're gonna simmer on that, okay? Because it's a lot of things that we have to keep up with. It's a lot of things that we have to know as well as understand, okay? So it's something that I want y'all to see real quick. Let's see if this is the one. Is this the one? I don't know. I hope I might be spelling her name wrong, but I would think that she spell it like that. That's her mama name start with a K. It's something in particular that I'm looking for, and it's so long ago, child. Hold up. It's so long ago. So what we got so far, right? I wanted us to start off listening to Dr. Romney talk about mirroring because I remember, I know you guys remember me telling y'all that that's what she did. That is what she did. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that this man is an angel of any sort. I'm not saying that. I'm not. I'm not saying he an angel. But I'm saying that I see what she did. I know what she did. I know what she doing. Nobody is perfect, period. I'm trying to find that do y'all well, I can't say do y'all remember because everybody don't have Zeus. That's why I'm trying to really find it right quick. That's why I'm really trying to find it right quick. Child. That's why I'm really trying to find it, child. I really think I really think that I wanted to show y'all how she literally has it is so obvious, but it's not popping up right now, child. So I'm gonna have to go to the next thing, honey. I'm gonna have to go to the next thing. Yeah, I don't see that black suit. It was something that he had on when he met up with the mama and Callie. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, so like I said, we talking about the mirroring. Now we talked about how a person can seem empathetic in the beginning. Okay, we talked about how they can seem empathetic in the beginning, but she said selective empathy is not empathy at all. It's actually not empathy at all. It's a form of what? Data gathering. Data gathering. A person has to do the data gathering part in order to be able to mirror you. They have to do the data gathering part. So that's what we saw on Blue Girls Club. That was when they were data gathering. That's what they were doing. Remember on the Jason Lee interview, can y'all hear? Okay. Remember on the Jason Lee interview, Krishan said that she did all of that from playing dumb. Now we all saw that that's what she said. She said she did all of that from playing dumb.
Media covers your story will be built from the ground up. King, dominate. You're talking about the one, the only, motherfucker Jason Lee.
Safe way of getting out of answering the questions?
No, that's how I answer my questions.
Really?
Because even when he asked me questions, he'd be like, "Babe, I did not ask you that. We in a time, right?" He explained some.
Don't worry.
Makes you
I'm
go
not gonna have y'all watch the
because
whole
we've
thing.
seen
Don't worry.
everything online.
Damn, these questions are like,
Think about his.
like I'm in a therapy session.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah. I really want to. I really want to be on here longer, y'all, but y'all know I got important things that I gotta have done, child. But while it's downloading, I'm gonna start it from right here.
Let me
You can lay down.
Don't worry. If we have to come back, we will come back to it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But is this what
This is when
relationships
it
look like
started.
when we were growing up?
You just gotta understand it. You gotta know what you're doing.
Like what?
Like when you were growing up, what did relationships look like? Like I never saw
I
my
didn't Give a
He asking him when he was growing up, what do might look at this picture and might think it's like that. I just want to make that very clear that first of all, she's pregnant and she knows that she's pregnant. Okay? Time when she said that she was getting married in October. He was still lost till the no jumper interview. This was before the no jumper interview. You get it? This was before that. He didn't know. He wanted to make sure she had this baby. So he did not know right then, right here, right now. I ain't saying he ain't let her do other stuff. It's him not wanting her to do that.
So this one right now is what it is. Babe, what you mean?
When you
like you cared about anybody else's relationship.
Feel like everybody like to fight, make up, but like
when you were growing up, what did a relationship look like in your house? Because I didn't see any. My mother was never with my father, so I didn't know what a relationship looked like.
I don't know, mom.
I feel like you gotta be a back end. I don't know what the.
My mom fought every dude that I seen her with. I don't know.
So every guy that she was with, she had a physical, like there
Right,
was
my
a
dad used to
Nah,
choke
like,
her.
you know,
Yeah, I don't know what you think.
arguing or whatever.
Yeah, you know, one
Fuck the
thing leads to another.
relationship.
I mean, it's your future
I
mother-in-law.
feel like that's regular.
Who?
His mother.
She said, F that relationship. He talks different without her. So I just want us to pay attention to this real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too much longer. But I want to show y'all what the mirroring looks like. And this is when the mirroring starts to turn dark. Jason Lee asked Blueface a question about his childhood. And he was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to curse y'all. So he was like, I don't know. I don't know. And Krishan jumped in and said, F them relationships. F them childhood relationships. That's what she said. Now, this is important because Dr. Romney was talking about accurate mirroring and distorted mirroring and how it is believable. It is believable to you because of the data gathering that they did. Of course, and it was believable to all of us. It's believable to all of us. But the truth of the matter is, she can make it seem worse than what it really is, and you can believe it because of the accurate part. You understand? If the picture has a little bit of yellow in the middle, she can make it the yellow a little bit bigger than what it really is. If that's making sense. If it's not, don't worry. I'm working on something where I can literally put it one by one together. But let's just pay attention to this for a second.
Is if you marry him,
Out of sight, out of mind,
if
baby.
you marry him, that is your mother. That is literally the woman that will be walking. No, you already be there. You already be at the end of the altar. If you get married the way that you want, that will literally become your mother-in-law.
That will literally become your mother-in-law. She's saying F the lady and all type of stuff.
I'm gonna be so rich that don't even matter.
Nothing.
Okay, so you say you saw your mom.
I'm gonna be so rich that don't even matter. She think that that's what she needs to say in order to appease Blueface because she knows he likes making money. Now I know in the beginning of things that might not, you might be like, that ain't really. No, that's a part of the distorted mirroring. Some things you do feel like that about, but that's not one of them. If it was that bad with his mama, y'all, then why was she living there when he met Krishan? If it was that bad, then why was she living at his house when he met Krishan? And let's just be all the way real. Jaden left the house before his mom did. Krishan had to fight his mother to get her out the way. And even then, the deal was Krishan was going to stay at this house and the mother was going to stay at this house. He still didn't put his mama out. You understand? It wasn't, if it was that bad, then Krishan would not know his mom because he wouldn't be dealing with her at all. She would have still been in Ohio or Las Vegas where she was going before Blueface called her and asked her to run Bluefish and Soul. He called his mom and asked his mom to run his restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? It's really weird how she hates Blue mom, but her mom is a C head that had children wait, children she neglected. Yep. And subjected to abuse. Exactly. And not only that, but yes, girl, that is deep in so many different levels. And honestly, y'all, I'm gonna end it on this one. Y'all, because y'all already seen in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got other things that I gotta tend to as well. And I gotta make sure that my baby is good in the morning for his test. So I'm going to have to leave y'all on this one, but I really appreciate y'all. But sis, that is very true what you just said. How is she? How is she literally making it seem like Blueface mom is so bad and she had her whole family? He even told her to get the business right first. Her whole family was in there getting $10,000 a piece, and with the stuff that we know that you went through, girl, you can't talk about his mama paid for him to have lessons, extra football lessons. His mama did. She tried to do better. She didn't just keep staying with the same man, smoking rocks and she doing it with him and having kids, subjecting them to abuse. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to go too hard on the mom because that is the past. But since you did make a great point when you said that, you know what I'm saying? You did make a very good point when you said that. Y'all, I love y'all so much, and I hate to have to end it right here, but I hope y'all enjoyed what I did with tonight. I really do. And if y'all did enjoy it, put a one in the chat right now. If y'all would like for me to continue to make comparisons and bring up doctors and everything, so that you guys can hear it from the actual doctor, the things that I'm explaining and talking about. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to a situation with Krishan and Blueface, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how the things parallel. Okay? I hope y'all liked it. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. And make sure that you are subscribed if you are not. Shout out to Soraya. Shout out to Soraya. Y'all know, y'all be, girl, I'm gonna just start saying Sarai, like my niece, girl.
No more left.
Okay, baby, I got you.
No more left.
All right. I'm about to get off. Child, I'm about to get off. All right. Goodness. I'm coming. All right, yeah. Lee, Soraya, Yusraya, Shantae, Earth back to the moon. All of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, y'all. My son want my attention, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. These kids need to be in the bed. I gotta go handle this. I love y'all though, man. Thank y'all so much. Welcome to my diary. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you caught live. Everybody, y'all. Everybody. I gotta get out of here. Kayla Rain, don't think I forgot about you, baby. Sammy, thank you. Um, Kiana Hinton, thank you. I appreciate everyone that's in here, all the new people. Roland, is it Roland's? Black Rose, all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, okay? I love you. y'all, and I'll be working on more and more things for you guys. TT, thank you. Love you, babe. See y'all later. Have a good night.